And today we will talk about formulas treating liver and spleen disharmony. So when you see the patient with gastritis, peptic ulcer, one thing always you need to consider is liver. This is liver qi stagnation. So liver excessive stagnation has a stagnation. When this liver qi stagnation is worsened, it makes everything stagnated, stasis, blood stasis, and qi stagnation, food stasis, everything, because blood follows qi. And eventually, it damages the spleen. So spleen deficiency follows. This is how it goes. It starts with too much stress, tensed, sympathetic nerve stimulation, and getting pains everywhere, and food stasis, sometimes a lot of bruise. That means poor circulation and cold feet and cold fingers. And eventually damages spleen, and it will make your digestion very poor. So today we will talk about the formulas treating those conditions. As you expect here, the formulas are not solely treating this one only or this one only, but the formulas we will learn today treat two of them or three of them. Okay? When you understand the Xiao Yao Shan, Xiao Yao is the first chapter in Zhangzhu. Xiao Yao Yu is the name of this chapter. So first chapter starts with this mythical creature, something like a phoenix, very large bird. And these are the peoples making fun of those large creatures because they do not understand that bird. And Xiao Yao San represent that kind of detachment. Xiao Yao means detachment from everything. Xiao Yao literally means wandering around freely wandering around, traveling like a big bird. This is the image of this prescription formula. I always think of a big whale in the ocean. They are always nonchalant to peoples that doesn't care. It just floats around the big ocean. I think about that whale. How to be detached from the world like this, transcending everything. And this is the TCM version of interpretation. Chai Hu and Bai Xiao. Because these two paired herbs can release liver qi stagnation. When we attach to something, it makes us not free, entangled. Then liver qi is entangled too. And these two herbs can resolve that. So Chai Hu, Bai Xiao help you clear your mind, resolve those entanglement. So it is like two brothers. The older brother is too big and always pick on younger brother. So younger brother is always timid. So in those cases, you need to encourage little brother and control your older brother. So make it balanced. That is what Xiao Yao San does. So Chai Hu, Bai Xiao controlled liver qi. And these three herbs, Ganzhao, Baichu, Fuling, encourage this timid little brother. Liver harassed the spleen too much. That is the reason. So in one way, you need to control older brother. Another way, you need to encourage it. With what? Tonifying spleen herbs. Baichu, Fuling, Ganzhao. What is this formula? Sijunjitang without ren-shen. So basically this is Sijunjitang. I hope you can see that. So by encouraging the spleen and controlling liver, we can make them reconciled. So bring the peace again and let them fly like a big bird. Think about in a night sky, huge whale is floating around. I think those images makes me very peaceful. So this is Xiao Yao San. And it also contains Dangui. Dangui take care of all the diseases related to blood. So Bai Xiao Tangui, Bao Xiao, and Chai Hu, these are paired herbs, and also these are the paired herbs. For what? All kind of blood-related problems. They nourish the blood. So it has a meaning of Si Utang. So first, this one used for stress. Second, digestive problems. Third, all the blood-related problems. So where do you use this specific formula, beautiful formula? First, mentally induced problems like insomnia or agitations, getting too angry, worries, and also gastrointestinal problems, and also especially menstrual problem, the menstrual pain and skipping the period because of stress. When it is related to stress, you are prescribing this Xiao Yao San. And Xiao Yao San also has Bohe. Bohe, think as a sidekick of Chai Hu. Chai Hu releases the heat with a light property, and Bohe does the same thing too. So this is sidekick. But think about it. Sometimes people start to develop heat because of this stagnation. So hot flushes. In the woman in menopause, they have a hot flush and some agitations. In those cases, we add these two herbs, Mudampi and Jiji. Both of them can release the heat, especially downward. Mudampi and Jiji, those two herbs have the same function. Drain the heat to the downward, because when the liver qi is stagnated, the heat signs goes up. Eyes, head. My head are expanding and my eyes are getting congestion. Those are and hot flushes. So Mudampi and Jiji can lower down those heat, and Bohe help, and Chayu and Bohe also help release heat. So this is called Dan Ji Xiao Yao San. Dan, Mudampi, Ji, Jiji. So this is very widely used formula for menopausal symptoms. Okay, that's it for Xiao Yao San. Next one is Shini San.